Well, good morning. I'm Jaginder Rana. The topic of the day is insurance mis-selling. Insurance mis-selling. IRDA feel that complaints about product mis-selling in the life insurance has increased to an alarming level. So much so that it has grabbed the attention of the policymakers. Grievances vary between life and non-life insurance sector. Life insurance grievances are often related to the product, while non-life grievances usually concern claim payment and exclusions, and in order to increase penetration. So the insurance industry must address these grievances. Grouse and life insurance is about mis-selling a product. It is at the alarming level because it has caught the attention of the policymakers. The idea is talking about increasing the penetration, sale of various products, making it affordable. Then it is must that the grievances must be redressed. The annual report of financial year 23 detailing status of grievances as per Bima Bharosa portal says the total number of grievances registered with life insurance stood 1,24,293, where the share of unfair business practices grievances stood at 20%. In case of non-life insurers, the number of grievances stood at 78,347, where those related to claims accounted for 66%. In the case of non-life insurance sector, the grievances for the non-life sector is more about the payment of claims in terms of claim being rejected or substantially less claim paid. So majority of the grievances came from health insurance. As a method of making claims, a seamless process elaborated the role of AI-driven process in making claim process a paperless activity in majority of retail motor insurance claims, thereby reducing trust deficit except in case of few companies. Similarly, efforts by the Ministry of Health, Insurance Regulatory and the other stakeholders in developing cashless facilities for health insurance is likely to ensure that almost the majority of the population gets into the health insurance space soon. Now, last year, IRDA amended product regulations placed the onus on insurance companies to ensure that companies take reasonable care to ensure suitability of the policy to the prospects or policyholders. This shifted the onus to the insurer to ensure that the policy is suitable to the needs of the customer and ensure that they have the wherewithal to pay a renewal premium. The number of regulations in the sector has been significantly reduced from over 100 to just 20, of which only 15 apply to the industry, as the remaining 5 are internal to organizations. So these regulations are principle based, offering more flexibility. Moreover, over 375 circulars have been repealed and more than 80 returns have been simplified, aiming to encourage innovations, ease business operations, and lower compliance burdens. So boards now have greater autonomy to make the business and operational decisions independently as many redundant prior approvals from the regulator have been eliminated. So the processes have been streamlined across various areas, including entering the insurance sector, launching products, managing expenses, raising capital, and investing assets. So this provides more opportunities and flexibility, especially for new entrants. Earlier, the Indian insurance sector is the 10th largest globally and is projected to become the 6th biggest within 7-8 years. So the scenario of the industry is changing because the banks have relationship with customers for generations, because of which there is a trust that the branch would sell them right products at the right place. We all need to sit together and thrash out the matter so that we restore the confidence and this becomes a low-cost distribution model. Low-cost distribution model. You do not have to run after customer, you have to give them an option. There is merit in the system, but we have to do it with caution so that you don't forget your activity and start selling only insurance. It should be incidental. It should be incidental because the mis-selling is prevailing now and it goes. The banks should stick to their primary activity. Similarly, insurers should also stick. In the past, there have been instances of insurers asking even senior citizen customers to park their savings in schemes of insurance companies. Shares of life insurance companies fell sharply. So you do not have to run after customers. You have to give them an option. There is merit in the system, but we have to do it with caution so that you don't forget your activity. See, Finance Minister emphasized the need to retain public confidence in India's banking and insurance system by urging lenders to rein in mis-selling of insurance products and other activities that raise customer costs and be more assertive about resolving distressed assets through the bad bank NARC. So your core business is to mobilize deposits and lend money. The core is looked into again, only to pursue it further. The bank's distribution of insurance products is a cause of concern. For due consideration, while this model, bancassurance, has significantly contributed to improving insurance penetration across the country, it has also raised concerns about the instances of mis-selling. And they contributed in direct ways of increased cost of borrowing for the customer. It has contributed in direct ways of increased cost of borrowing for the customers. So bank will have to look at with a lot more emphasis on their core banking activities and not burden customers with insurance which they don't require. Banks must prioritize on transparency, ethical practices and clear communication strategies for us to earn the trust of the people. On the NARCL, which has acquired 18 accounts with a loan exposure of around 92,000 crores so far, the Finance Minister said that banks can be more ambitious and the NARCL more proactive in getting this working far more speedily. Few things on which she said the bank management, particularly of SBI, to pay a bit more attention. Banks need to be equipped to deal with the flow of distressed assets and the market need to be equipped to channel investments into the reconstruction and revival of such assets. This is where the NARCL can be used. So the establishment of government-backed companies for the aggregation and resolution of distressed assets will further improve liquidity and competition in the market. When we set up the NARCL, it was formed in 2021 to clean up stressed assets in the banking system. The bank should serve as a vital pillar of trust, building with the public, and trust should be built by the way you offer your portfolios, by the way you offer your services, and by the way you look at each customer's requirement without clubbing them into one class, particularly in the context where bank facilitate the distribution of insurance products. So she also urged public sector lenders to increase their small ticket lending operations, especially to micro, small and medium enterprises. So in real sense, the mis-selling has become a matter of concern for the industry. And not only the banking, otherwise also a mis-selling is prevailing. So that has to be controlled now, because the need for comprehensive reform to curb mis-selling stems from the current commission structures in bank assurance. Historically, IRDAI had prescribed a cap on the commission, but this regulation was eventually merged into the broader expenses of the management framework. So there need to be a ceiling on commission. The absence of a specific commission cap allows banks and distributors to pay varying commissions to agents, sometimes incentivizing them to push unsuitable products to customers. This is a key reason behind mis-selling, and there is urge for a return to stricter commission regulations to address the problem. See, the importance of a structured approach to selling insurance, warning against situations where customers seeking a fixed deposit are offered a single premium insurance policy instead. Many customers are unaware of their rights to return policies within 30 days if they are unsatisfied. However, not enough people are aware of this right, and banking staff may sometimes apply undue pressure on customers. So insurance education is required. People should not blindly follow what the branch manager or agent suggests. The share of public sector banks in the total bank insurance market is not significant compared to private sector banks. However, the confidence that PSUs will undergo more rigorous monitoring in light of the recent discussions. If mis-selling is reported, branch managers and bank officials should be held accountable, citing the need for action in cases where fraudulent sales practices are observed. Thank you.
Thank you very much.